Hi, guys. I'll give it a minute and see if anybody hops on. I am playing Monopoly Go, and I'm just sitting here. I have been just sitting here in this one spot pretty much all day. You can now put people in timeout for different links ranging from 10 minutes to 25. Wow. I'll see if anybody jumps on with me. But I did want to do an update about what happened yesterday in court and update a little bit about the things that we've been dealing with. So I'm going to see if anybody joins. Hello, if you joined and you want to stay to hear the update, I just wanted to give it a couple of minutes, like a minute or two, to see if anybody is going to jump on and listen. I'm not going to be on here long. I always say that, and then I'm on here for like hours. So I'm not going to do that. I haven't done a live on YouTube for a while. So yesterday we had pre-trial. And basically the only thing that happened at pre-trial was that he waived his rights to a speedy trial. And what that means is that typically when there's a trial like this, they try to get it done in 90 days. So from 90 days, they would have had, if he'd have wanted a speedy trial. Thank you. We need all the prayers we can get. So if he'd have wanted a speedy trial, they would have had to have the trial started or ended or whatever within 90 days of the time that he was arrested. So from February 17th, when he was arrested, 90 days from there is when they would have had to have the trial. But he waived his right to a speedy trial, which is fine. He's not going to take any plea deals, which is normal. And they've also requested that all evidence is preserved, which in my understanding is pretty typical and normal as well, to preserve the evidence. I mean, you can't fault them. They want to be able to, give the best case they can to prove his innocence. Obviously, I would probably do the same thing if I were in the same situation. So I don't fault anybody for doing any of it. So it's pretty typical. So we're looking at probably the trial will probably be sometime in August, is what we were told. We have to go back in another month for another pre-trial. Probably, I think the next pre-trial will determine when the trial will actually start. And I'm hoping for August, because that's when August, I don't have a whole lot going on. So crossing my fingers for August. Because if it happens in September or July, my husband will have to do my job for me. He'll have to take vacation on his job and do my job for me. So that'll be exciting. So one of the hardest parts about this is that we don't really want to talk about our side a whole lot. So we are trying to not say what we saw, who was there, what happened, that kind of thing. Because we were told that it would be in our best interest, the trial's best interest, to kind of keep it under wraps. Because, if you say anything and then you go to court and you sit on the stand and then you say something else on stand, then they're going to twist it and they're going to turn it and then they're going to just, make you look like a liar and then you won't be a credible witness, right? So, we're doing the best that we can by not saying anything on social media. However, the sister, the now fiance, old friends, lesbian lover, I don't know what she is. We don't know what she really is. I think they're now engaged in their, if he were to ever get out of prison, they would be together. Whatever floats their boat. I don't care. I'm not mad at it. So anyway, they're all over TikTok. They've got this TikTok personality that does crime talk. That is just blasting all of this false information out there. They've got tens of thousands of followers and likes and subscribes and I don't know, whatever. And it's troublesome for us. We don't want to really be on social media and see the things, but we keep going on because we want to gather this information. We record everything. We keep everything under wraps, so that eventually, when it's time, we can say our truth and prove them wrong. It's hard though, because there's so many lies. They're trying to paint this picture that my niece is this horrible human and that my brother-in-law did all these bad things, and the person, the hardest, the worst thing for me, the hardest thing for me to see, other than my niece being dragged through all of this, is that this person, this TikTok personality, this person has said in her comments multiple times, the family pulled the plug. What kind of human, what kind of person says that? Like, what are you going to do when somebody's dying? You're just going to let them suffer? You're just going to let them deteriorate at a slow rate? Why not just let them die in peace? What human being says something like that? It's just mind-blowing and so hurtful and disgusting. And so, everybody's like, "Well, stop looking at the social media." But here's the thing. The reason why we don't is because when it's all said and done, we want to prove to the world that saw this that they are lying. So I don't know if you know who I'm talking about on TikTok, if you follow TikTok, if you do any. She's also on YouTube. We've finally gotten some other TikTok personalities to kind of come and be on our side. I don't know what they're going to do to help us. What I would really love is for this woman to be shut down. That's what we would really love, because it's like slanderous and it's lies. And what I know she's doing, because she said it in one of her videos at one point, she said, "I like to lie to people to get the truth from them. Because when you tell a lie, you tend to fish out the truth." So everything that she's saying about this court case that I'm going through is a lie. And she thinks that we're going to come out and say, "Oh, well, let me just tell you." No, we're not doing that. We will not do that. We are, mum's the word. The only thing I come on here and say is exactly what happened that day. Like, court case, like updating you guys as to what happened. I'm not telling you anything that happened. Nothing that is not already public knowledge. They're even sitting there lying about what was said in court. Like, they're totally lying. It's insane. It is absolutely insane. And I've probably already said way more than I should. Um, Obviously, I'm not saying anything about the case other than, you know, he did waive his right to a speedy trial, and they did ask to preserve evidence, which we believe is a typical thing that they do in a trial. I mean, this is the first trial I've ever been a part of, so I'm just assuming the person on TikTok that's spreading all the lies and rumors and crap says that it's not typical and they consider that a win. I don't know. I'm not going to claim to be some fancy schmancy lawyer that knows everything. I'm just telling you, I know to be what I know. I think that when they want to preserve evidence, I think it's pretty typical, and I don't think they're ever denied that fact. So it's not like they won anything. They consider it a win. Good for them. Um, it's fine. You know, if that were my husband, boyfriend, son, brother, I'm sure I would try everything that I could if I believed him to be innocent. I would probably try to do everything I could to get him to be a free man. I don't know if I'd smear people and lie about people and, that kind of thing, but, that's not the kind of person I am. So I just don't get it. Thank you. It is very hard. It is very hard to ignore it. Um, But we do wanna gather all of the information that they are sharing, all of the things that they are saying, so that when our time comes, when everything is said and done and everything is over, we can just show the world our truth. Um, so for now, we're not sharing anything. The only thing I've told y'all is that I was there, um, and that other family members were there. Um, Most of it is public record. Um, a, a lot of what these people are saying is incorrect. They're saying that 14 people rolled up to this person's house armed and dangerous. Um, okay. Whatever makes you happy. Thank you. We're hoping we're doing everything right. We're doing the best that we can. I want to just word vomit everything. I want to just be like, y'all, this is just, I want to show you all of the videos this person is showing and sharing. I want to. I do. But the only thing that we do is we just share it into one, everything that we find, we put it in a message to each other and we leave it there. We talk about it, we get over it, and then we move on. But it's just coming. Like, they're just throwing all of their lies and manipulation. And I know why they're doing it. I know why they're doing it, because if they do it and they do it enough, I don't know what's with my hands. I'm not sure why I am doing all the hands. But I know that if they do it enough, they're going to catch us lying. Um, and anybody that knows me knows that I'm really not known to make lies. I'm just not known for telling lies. I mean, I'd rather tell somebody the truth, even if it means they're never going to speak to me again. So, um, we all lie, little white lies here and there through life and that kind of thing. But something major like this, that's just not something I'm gonna lie about. So, it's really hard to get through this, and we've still got a long road. This whole entire year is going to be drug through this, and so it's going to be a tough year. Not to mention, money struggles and money situations and work things, and it's just yeah. Yes, yes. Mama is annoyed. And I think it's part of my PTSD too. And I know that my PTSD flared up with this situation. But I'm pretty sure when my daughter was in her car accident in December of 22, yeah, in December of 22, they were in a car accident just down the street from this was just before I started YouTube. They were in a car accident like a mile away from my house. They were coming to my house to pick up Ezra. You guys know Ezra if you watch videos when the boys do their cash stuffing. Ezra is my grandson. Um, he stays the weekends at my house usually, like Saturday into Sunday, and they would usually come Sunday evening to pick him up. Well, they got in a really bad car accident that Sunday evening, and my husband and I were just sitting here. We knew they were on the way to come get him. And we both got a phone call at the same exact time. My daughter called me, and my son-in-law called my husband. And on the phone, I could hear my son-in-law, Dad, and then I heard my daughter, Mommy, we were in a car accident. We wrecked the car. Or whatever she said, and it was, oh my God. I jumped out of my seat. I ran around the house like a chicken with my head cut off, looking for my shoes so we could go out the door, trying to figure out where they are. And I finally put slippers on because that made sense. We got in the car and we drove down the road, literally about a mile from us. And there they were in the middle of the road in their little car. They had a little Nissan Rogue. She T-boned a minivan, flipped the minivan onto its side. She broke her arm. My daughter broke her arm. My son-in-law broke his foot. And when we got there, we started pulling up. We beat the ambulance and any rescue or anything like that there. So I was trying to jump out of the car. My husband hadn't even gotten the car stopped, and I'm trying to jump out of the car. And all I knew was my baby was in that car. She's my oldest. And so, like a fool, I'm running through the interstate in my slippers. I get to the car. My daughter is sitting on the ground in between the door, leaned up against the door. The door is open. She's sitting in between the car and the door on the ground. My son-in-law got out of the car somehow. He's a big boy, and I don't know how he fit out that front door because I couldn't, and I'm a big girl, but I couldn't get back in the front door on the passenger side. So I don't know how he got out, but somehow he got out, walked with a broken foot around the back of the car to the baby in the back seat. He's 3 now. He just turned 3. So he's like, 18 months, 20 or so months old. Fortunately, he was still rear facing, and that saved his life. But so I got to the car. Alyssa is on the ground, Austin is also on the ground talking to the baby. The baby is screaming. And so I'm assessing everything. I look in because normally they have another baby with them because she babysat. I look in the car. I'm like, where's sis? Because she wasn't in the car. And Alyssa said, we didn't have her today. We didn't have her today. And I'm trying not to bawl my eyes out. And the dogs are barking. The kids just came home. So they have to bark at them. So anyway, needless to say, it was very traumatic. So I think I got PTSD from that situation because I noticed that was a really long story to come all the way around to talk about the hands. I think it's part of my PTSD. I always talk with my hands, but this is really bad. But now I am doing things like, just doing things with my hands all the time. Like, it's just constant. And I think it's a stimming because of PTSD. And it's quite annoying. But when I think back, I think I remember that starting after the car accident. And it's gotten worse since February, like 10 times worse since February. So I think that's where that came from. But that was a really long story to tell you guys about my PTSD hands. What's happening?
Me and Everett came back, and Everett went back to Samuel's to check on Kipton.
Oh, so that means you're gonna have to go down there by yourself now, or are you staying here?
I'm staying here until
Everett gets back. Do you want to say hi to YouTube land? I'm on a live. No? Nobody's seen you in quite a while.
I know.
Oh, yes. Yes, we have talked about going to one of those smash places. We talked about that right after it happened, that we all needed to get the anger out. I'm in therapy. We're almost all of us are in therapy for it, but yes, the smash place would be great. I really want one. I can't afford to do it right now, but when I can afford to do it, I will definitely be doing it. Once my vending shows start and I get the bills caught back up and everything caught back up, then we will definitely save some money for that and get that done. And a stress ball probably would do me some good because I'm always like pinching at my fingers and they just move. Like if I'm holding my phone, I'm doing this. It's just the weirdest thing. It's weird. And so, yeah, it's definitely a stressful time. Yeah, it probably would be worth it. My dad has a really big garage. We might have to turn it into a big smash place. It would definitely help. Sometimes you just got to put the pillow. Oops. Hi, Coco. There's the kitty. One of the kitties. One of the thousands and thousands of kitties. I will be budgeting. I'm going to give myself some time to get through some therapy and get myself straight because right now there's no way to budget. With everything that happened, there has been some more money stress. So money is just it's just a mess. So when I can get myself through a few weeks of therapy, figure out where this court case is going, and get myself together, I'll be back on the budget train. Hayden is still doing it, and the vending events are starting up. So the little boys, if they work, they'll be back on budgeting too. So there will still be budgeting and cash stuffing and all of that stuff. So it won't end. There will be more updates on our progress with the trial, and my mental health progress as well. I did go to therapy for the first time last Friday. I think I have another appointment coming up this coming week. I think Wednesday. She just basically did some questions. It was basically just my intake, if you will. Asked me a crap ton of questions, and then just basically determined that I've been suffering from PTSD. But my thing is that I feel like I've been suffering with these same symptoms for a very long time. So there must have been another trauma that created it. And I just have never, because I've learned that if you do not treat PTSD, it does not just go away. So you definitely have to treat it in order for it to go away. Otherwise, it just never goes away. So I am definitely working on my mental health. And once I can get to a good place in my mental health and then get back on track with money and budgeting, I will be back. I will come in with a bang. I'm going to do a whole new debt confession and stuff like that. Probably going to give myself through April to get, because April's going to be really busy because I've got a lot of stuff scheduled. I'm just going to get through April and then maybe even get through May. I might be back doing my budgeting. I'll be back no later than June 1st with my debt confession, and I'll just start from scratch, do a whole new debt confession, and yeah, that's so probably June. I will be back full force with my budgeting and stuff. I'm still trying. I'm not giving up. But it's just there's just a lot of stress and a lot of other things happening, trying to get ready for my season to start and things like that. And so I just wanted to put that to the back burner for right now and get myself straight. So, but yes, we will be back. Smash some stuff, scream outside, have a good cry, whatever you need to do. We cry. We get together, the lot of us that were there that day, we get together and we talk about it. I think it's therapeutic. It's weird. Some people think it's really weird to talk about it constantly, but we talk about it. We have cries. And then we usually do feel a little bit better about it when we can talk to somebody that actually understands what's happening up here. So that's why we talk about it. I don't know. It's a tough situation. It's really tough. It's really, really tough. So we will get through it. And I'll be back 100% eventually with my budgeting and things like that. Right now, I'm just doing the best I can. Just trying to chug along the best I can. So, but Hayden is going to do his for the longest time. And the little boys will be back with theirs as soon as they start earning money. But like I said, I'm going to come back no later than June 1st. I'm going to come back in like a, wrecking ball, have my debt confession, which I'm sure will make a lot of people mad and cuss me and things like that. But that's one of the reasons why I want to make sure that I'm okay in here before I come back with, oh, this is where we're at. Because I'm not going to lie, things have gotten kind of screwed up a little bit over the last month. We were hanging in there really good through this lean time that we had. And then, yeah. If people want to judge me, that's on them. And it's fine. But I'm not going to do that right now while I'm not okay. So it will come back. I will be back with it. I assure you, I'm not giving up. We are very close to the 1,000 subscriber mark. Oops, you can't see it. Wait, oop. Ah. Gotta be able to see it some way. Do I look like a dork? Oh, 992. 992. So we were almost to the 1,000 mark. And I had announced it in another video, but the video has not been I think I've got plenty of watch hours. That video hasn't been posted yet that I announced it in the last time. It'll be posted next week. It's one of Hayden's videos, but once we have hit 1,000 and we stay at 1,000 or above for 7 full days, then I will start the process of doing a giveaway. So look forward to that. So if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. If you're not publicly subscribed, make sure that my Monopoly go. Make sure you publicly subscribe so that you are eligible for the giveaway. I'm probably going to give away multiple items, do multiple giveaways. So yeah, look forward to it because it will happen eventually. We're almost there. We're like right there. It's really cool. The kids love seeing it. I'll show them the phone with the amount of subscribers that we have, and they're like, yeah, they're really excited. I'm like, I'm going YouTube famous, guys. Maybe not, but we're trying. We'll get there. Like I said, I will be back full force with my budgeting and all that stuff, no matter what anybody is going to say about it, by June 1st. And that's all I can promise for right now. But the boys will have theirs as soon as they start making money. Hayden will continue on with his, and you will definitely keep getting updates about the family tragedy. So I think that's about everything that I wanted to say. I know it's gotten really loud in here. The kids came back. They were down at. Did Kipton come back with you?
So I just came back to get a break because if I stay out there for longer, I might catch a cold. But he's still at Samuel's, and I'm about to go back and check on him.
Do you need a coat?
Yes, I got one. They're over there playing basketball.
Okay. All right. Yeah. I'm on a live.
Oh. Hi, YouTube.
That's Everett. That's my nephew. Oh. So anyway, I think since the animals are being crazy and loud, I will jump off of here because I'm downstairs. I usually do this in my craft room where it's quiet-ish. It's not always quiet. But so I think I'll jump off of here. I just wanted to let you guys know what was happening. I wanted to do a video that I didn't have to edit. Because, y'all, editing is a pain in the booty. Just so you know. Doing editing is a pain in the booty. I wish I could pay somebody to do it because I just don't like doing it. It takes me forever. I'm so slow at it. That's why sometimes videos are like a week late because I'm slow at it. So I have Hayden. The next video you should see is Hayden budgeting his last paycheck, and then you should see a cash stuffing, and then he's going to get paid again. So then it'll start all over again. So yeah, I'm just talking about PTSD and the trial and all that stuff. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to jump off. I know I've said that like 5 times. But anyway, I'm going to jump off. I hope you guys have a very blessed day. And thank you so much for watching. I appreciate every last one of you that has stuck through this with me, knowing that it's going to be a while before you see me doing my budgeting and stuff like that. And I appreciate you. I'm still giving you content. I'm still giving you budgeting and cash stuffing. In my opinion, Hayden is cuter than I am anyway, so he's probably more pleasant to look at. So there's that. But he's my boy, so I'm a little bit biased. Bye, guys. I love you. Have a blessed day. Bye.